Yo, what up, guys? My computer crashed as usual. It's probably gonna crash a lot over the next 5 days while I'm streaming, and I think it's gonna mess up the YouTube VOD too. So that's pretty fun. So we might just give up on the YouTube streaming at some point, because the point of it is to have these big, chunky, cool VODs for people to watch later. Yeah, I looked at my Windows event log the last time it crashed, and it really just says hardware failure. So 100%, it's my Intel CPU has some fried cores, or not cores, but whatever it is that's getting fried in the Intel CPUs. I'm sure it's already happened to mine. So I literally just have to replace my CPU, but I'm waiting. All right. Well, anyways, we're back, but not really back. I'm still finishing making up making some food real quick. I cannot for the life of me open my salsa jar. All right. I'll finish eating at my desk here. What else can we do for... Let's go try and find a game playthrough or something.
Now roll the dice, and let's see what kind of person you truly are.
It had been settled. At least.
This was a game, an indie game, called Lost in Random. Came out like a year or two ago. 3 years ago.
So, Maud's destiny came to be living by
It's very Tim Burton-y. It's kind of cool.
in the Sixer's palace.
I was gonna watch some of this while I eat right now. When we get back to work, though, I probably will change it to something with less voice acting.
Maud? Where are you? I'm coming for you, sis.
Mucus Nader, what's up, dude?
Hold on, Odd. Odd, I'm gonna find you, okay? Tell me where you are, Odd. Help me find you. Odd, I'm here, sis. I'm coming, Odd. Odd.
I'm just eating food right now. I was trying to put something on to fill the void. I'm multi-streaming on YouTube, so normally I'm like jamming to tunes, but last time I was listening to music on while streaming to YouTube, I got copyright struck. So we're just trying to find like video game background noise or something. But once I'm done eating, we're making a multiplayer board game in Unreal 5.
More than a year had passed since her sister had been taken away from her, and in all that time,
It's just gonna be like player hosted, right? Just 2 players at a time. And I'm trying to like make it and publish it on Steam within like a few months or something. Mainly because I got a trademark filed for Nuldrums
this was the same house.
for my company, and
Portrait of Uncle Jinx.
until we sell something,
Aunt Cordelia.
I have to keep paying my lawyer like every $500 every 6 months.
Waters.
So I'm like, oh well,
Great-grandfather Peter.
I'm gonna make a board game
200
on Steam, sell it to like 20 people, like friends and family, and then I can,
shoes.
then my trademark can be like cemented, and I don't have to keep paying that fee, you know.
The stories.
So that's one of the goals.
Oh, it was still
That's pretty much it. Making a multiplayer Unreal board game for Steam.
and even didn't want to wake her parents. Even's father never told her stories. He preferred reality to fantasy.
What have you been up to?
Parents had locked the door secure. These paintings showed stories Evan's mother told her were safe to share because they were true. Or so she said. The scariest painting Evan's mother had ever made was of the Shadow Man, a mysterious figure. Even stared at the toy, feeling the ground tilt beneath her. That was the exact same stuffed animal she'd given Odd on the night she was taken. Even knew her parents would be heartbroken when they woke and found her missing. But she had to go. She had to know. That glowing figure seemed to keep its distance from Even. When she got closer, it moved further away. It was leading her somewhere.
Packing for a holiday trip? Word.
Easy there, Even.
I just got back from mine.
So darn late. You're running like the old witch.
Where are you going?
Curse on you. Oh, darling. You're thinking about your sister, aren't you? I feel you, child. I do. But she's been gone now a year. Ah, that spark in your eye tells me you're not fooling around. I remember being your age once, I do. And I know how important imagination can seem. All right, I'll get out of your way.
AI music radio
Don't tell
station?
your parents you saw me.
I could try it. There's a few.
You're quite welcome, young Miss Even. And stay away from the outskirts.
Last time I got copyright struck,
Wait up!
it said you can't do that again, like even a second time, or you lose the ability to stream on YouTube instantly. But at least that's what I thought. But I went and double checked the email. It didn't seem that punishing. So maybe we'll try an AI thing. I've been finding a lot of AI music YouTube channels recently. I just worry that the AI generated music could easily have some elements in it that sound similar to actual copyrighted music, you know, and then it still gets struck.
Do it, lucky shot. What are you doing here anyway?
Yeah, Even. Are your parents letting you out after dark now? Aw, that's so
All right, I'm
great.
done eating.
I
I'll be
know
back.
after Autumn had to leave, they've been more protective of you, and it's just so great to have you here to play, Even.
At least you're new. These two idiots are getting on my nerves.
Hey, Lucky, that's mean!
Aw, shucks. I know I'm not the smartest, but I try real hard.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Wow, sensitive much? You guys are so touchy.
We're playing...
She was talking to me.
I think she was talking to all of us. Even, we're playing...
We're playing hit the pot with the potato, or rather, I'm playing. These two bloobs are just losing at it.
I couldn't sleep. My 12th birthday is coming up.
Mine too. Gonna get to roll the dice when it comes. I'm gonna be a sixer. I know it. I'll be saying bye to all you bloobs and hi to the riches of Sixtopia.
I'm not a bloob. I'm a star. My mom says so.
I'm not a bloob either. What's a bloob?
You getting a load of
All right.
those bloobs even?
We're done. I was trying to fill the void with something. There's too much talking in this game, though, I think, and voice acting for it to be good background, like work audio. Let's see. Let's see. We could try some AI something.
I thought I recognized you. You're Odd Sister, right? Did the big roll a year ago?
Bum, bum, bum. Journey's a good one too. This one's really short though. It's only an hour and a half. I feel like Death Stranding's risky. Luigi's Mansion 3 could be cool. Oh, whatever. My YouTube stream's already messed up anyways because my computer blue screened like 30 minutes ago, so this whole VOD's already just fucked anyways. It's totally messed up. So we'll just let this roll, and I'll keep checking my email and see if Journey triggers it or if the Journey's a good one. Tragic, might as well start copyright bingo. That's only what it feels like. I don't like it. Twitch is such a good just hangout spot. YouTube streaming's like, I feel boxed in, man. All right, anyways. So we got as far as what we just did before I went to go eat. I'm gonna lower my desk again. See how loud that is. You gotta go? All right, man. All right. Okay, we just defined the data for we're basically remaking just normal chess pieces first as our like test bed for trying to get the tooling right and the data structured correctly for all these pieces. So now we're gonna start by we're gonna try to get the movement working correctly, where you're like limited on where you can move the piece based on, you know, what type of piece it is when you select it. Okay, so let's go to the rook. Rook. Make a bunch of child pieces, child of the game piece blueprints. All right, there's all the different pieces. They're all inheriting from the parents. We're going to go to the parents. We're going to say we need to define some new variables for M material player 1. And we need a material for player 2. So that when the piece gets assigned, which player it belongs to at the start, or something. Man, if only the Journey playthrough wasn't so short, at an hour and a half. This is like the right kind of thing to have for background ambience. Is so good. There's no voiceover. It's just super chill. Really cool sound effects. Like all the like little flute things. All right. What I just set up here is oh, we're not quite done yet. I've set up basically the game pieces The game pieces now all have a function for knowing what their owning player number is. And based on that, it's changing the material of the piece, right? So to like some random, not random, to something that I am setting. As like either, hey, if you're player 1, use this material. If you're player 2, use this material. And for chess, it's just simply going to be like the black or white chess material, right? But it could get crazier with more pieces, so. Anyways, yeah, we want those to be public. We want them to be... That doesn't matter. All right. If we get another stream crash today, I might do Twitch only, and just go ham. All the footage of what I'm doing anyways is gonna get condensed and edited into a devlog. Chess pieces white. For 2 has chess pieces black. The queen. Well, all of them are going to be like that. Alright. I'll just assign a material to every piece for white and black. So let's see. The game state could keep track of the all the tiles, the location of all the pieces and stuff. But I kind of want to put that in an actor just called board. What replicates? So keeping track of the tiles is going to be super annoying. Let's see how we can do this. So far, so good, by the way, on the copyright stuff. I don't see any email telling me I gotta shut my stream down. So maybe video game soundtracks are okay, and just video games in general. So that's encouraging. An array of tile rows. Okay. And now we need data assets are going to be. This is actually challenging, trying to do everything purely in blueprints. Data assets are going to be fixed data. Pieces. All right, where is my game state? So the game The game state. The game state on begin play. Oh, I was going to keep track of tiles in pieces inside of the game state. Is that a good idea? Does it belong in the game state or does it belong on the board? I think we'll keep track of the... We'll keep track of the pieces on the boards because we're eventually going to have... One of the game modes is going to have multiple boards. So... Promote to variable. Okay. Okay. So the pieces... We're gonna say this is the player 1. Say pieces P1. And then this is an array of actors. Not actors. It's going to be the game piece actors. It's going to be an array of them. All right, looks good. And pieces player 2. Okay. We're just going to keep them separated there very simply like that. Otherwise, I have to do like an array inside of array and I have to make another struct just for holding one side's pieces, and that just seems like insanity. Okay, so somehow each tile, I can select the tile, but then the tile belongs to game board, not itself. So let's go find that. I'm just gonna do this in a hacky way. I don't want to think about this right now too much. So we're gonna have owning board as a game board. And on begin play, we're gonna loop through every tile. We don't have to recast it every time. We want to set each row of tiles to already be of type BP tile. It's not too bad. Alright, so now all the tiles should know which board they belong to. So now we actually, instead of doing this, we need to send a message to the board. Could bind. Let's see. tile gets selected, then we need to do... Yeah, this is looking really crude, but whatever. I think it'll work. Game state base or null if it can't be retrieved. Okay, now the last piece here, and then we're off to a decent start, is how do we want to define the concept of like how should we determine that a tile that was selected has a piece on it? How do I connect those two things? Do I want the tile to be dumb? Do I want the piece to be dumb? Where do we store this information? Tile needs the information of where it is on the board. I'm just gonna keep hacking away at this. We need a vector 2. Is there no such thing as a vector 2? We can only have a vector 3 in what? We can only have a vector 3? That's weird. I'll be right back. Alright. It's weird I can't do a vector 2D in blueprints. I could have two integers. We could have one for X position and Y position, or we could use a vector. It doesn't make that much of a difference. A vector is not going to be restricted to integers. It'll be able to be a float. It's not a huge deal, but then I can, I don't know. Well, we'll just make it a vector for now. Okay. Sorry, I had to change what was. I had to put something on my TV. Going a little bit crazy here. But you know, generating content for YouTube at the same time. I swear, if I keep streaming on YouTube, I will probably I'll probably literally make my own ambient music or something. I'll just make a pile of my own music. I mean, I already have some music of my own. We can probably listen to that the next time I go AFK or something. All right, as we go through each tile, what we're going to do is we're going to grab this tile. We're going to say position. Oh, Vector 2D's a struct. Vector 2D exists. These floats. But it's a struct. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna feed the cats. Want food? Alright. I'm getting a little bit distracted now. Every time it starts getting dark, I start like... my brain starts like going into some kind of weird... readjustment like mode or something. Okay, so what do we do here? We're gonna set this array index. It's gonna be the X position. And this array index is going to be the Y position. Okay. So now every tile is going to know what position it is on the board. We'll be able to pull it for what position it is without having to like loop through all of this every time to get all that information again. So if we know that information, then we can do... So now the question is, how do we associate... What's the best way to go about associating a... What's the best way to go about associating a tile position, or just a tile in general, with the piece that's on it? I think this is why I had the pieces both referenced by ID, and then I also had like a reverse like lookup thing to reference pieces by position on the board first and foremost. So how do we do that? I think we can add a map. We can call this map pieces by position. And this is game pieces, but we actually want a map. We want a map, and we want it to be reversed. We want it to be game pieces. To vector 2D mapped to game pieces. I've never done this before. We'll see if this works. This should be interesting. we're gonna populate this array of pieces that are mapped to their position. I think when the game begins. I need to figure out. Do I define the starting position on the piece itself? Or do we define starting positions in the game state? If there's ever like a pre-game placement phase for the pieces, then we probably want to hold the starting position in the game state. This doesn't make any sense. Oh, that's the tile position. That's not the piece positions. Okay, we need another loop. All right. The cat was sitting on me for a little bit there, so I was in an awkward position. I forgot you trudge up through the snow in Journey later on in the game. That's cool. Okay, so when we get this piece, we need to get the get starting position. We do this. Then we need to do the exact same thing. Custom event. So, we've got everything by position now. Both the pieces in the tiles. So now we need to do... You do a find. And then we gotta do... Finally, we have all this information. That means I can now... do this find. And if we do find... something, then we need to check... then we need to grab the game state. We can check the player turn. How do we know which player selected the tile? Man, my patience is wearing thin on... listening to the Journey playthrough is cool, but it's already almost over. I might stop the YouTube thing, and maybe we'll just relinquish streaming on YouTube for game dev. Might be better to just keep game playing to YouTube stuff. I don't know. It's rough. But yeah, because what's going to go on the YouTube channel anyways is like chopped up, edited devlogs of the process it took to make stuff, but like a nice condensed, more entertaining one. So I don't know if it's worth having the VODs be posted on YouTube as well. We'll see. If I have another computer crash tonight, I think when I come back, I'll only do Twitch. We'll go back to having music playing and stuff. We'll try to push the envelope after Journey here and maybe try some game soundtracks. Anyways, so if the tile is selected, we need to know which player just selected that tile. So we're going to take an input here. Integer, player number. Okay. All right, if let me think this through. We selected the tile, and then we're trying to check if the selected tile if there's a piece that's sitting on that tile, and that's true, then we need to see if the player turn I'm losing focus fast. I'm fading fast. This always happens when it gets dark outside. It takes a little bit to transition to like night mode. Anyways, okay. So if it's the same turn as the person who selected the piece, then finally we need to do logic for showing move preview. If it's not your turn, then I don't know if we should show the move preview the same way. Or if I want to show that stuff with hover over. For seeing like what the enemy pieces are capable of. Journey's in its finale here at the end. That's why I'm getting distracted. I don't think I've actually seen the ending of Journey that much at all. I don't even remember the last time I saw it. For now, only in this case will we do the move preview logic. We also need to know if a piece was already selected in this case. Well, cool. That was the end of Journey. I did not get hit with a copyright thing that entire time, so video game playthroughs are pretty good. I think I'm pretty set on I don't think it's worth it. I can't stand the pain. I don't think it's worth streaming to YouTube for me. So I might restart the stream here to be able to go back to music. We'll see though. Maybe I could put on Undertale. Oh, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how the first VOD does on YouTube, the first couple hours. But I think game development VODs aren't as worth it versus me actually editing videos later. Because this makes the streams just like, I don't know, not as exciting on Twitch. So it's kind of a trade-off. Do you make the Twitch experience more interesting, or you make some super long VODs that I don't think anybody's going to watch through, you know? Yeah. I'll be right back, you guys. Let me just hit the, let me toggle the stream button real quick. And we're going to go back to Twitch only and playing some music. so I can like focus. Yeah, it's rough. I think stuff that I would stream on YouTube in the future, I'd probably be more. I'm gonna watch and see how some other people are streaming game dev on YouTube. If they're really just sitting there in silence for like 6 hours at a time. The problem is my dev stuff is going to be for 12 hours every day. So it's like I constantly need something. But yeah, I don't know. Later YouTube, and I'll be right back, Twitch.